Alright, boys and girls, so today we're going to practice multiplying 2 digits by 2 digits. So whenever we're multiplying, we always want to start with an estimate because an estimate is going to help us decide if our answer is reasonable. So for this practice, I'm actually going to use a pen, a colored pen for my estimate, and then I'm going to use a pencil for my work. That way I can compare my pen answer, my estimated answer, with my exact answer. So this first video is going to be kind of lengthy because I'm actually going to do 4 examples in one video. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to do is I want to think about the number 95. And when I think about the number 95, I think about it being closest to 100. So 100 is my estimated number. When I think about the number 58, I think about rounding that to 60. It's closest to 60. Now when I have those two estimated pieces, I'm going to multiply. So if I know, and I'm going to use relationships to help me figure that out. So if I know 6 groups of 1 is 6, then I know 6 groups of 10 is 60. 6 groups of 100 is 600, and 60 groups of 100 is 6,000. So what that tells me, boys and girls, is my answer is going to be pretty close to 6,000. Now I'm going to pick up my pencil, and I'm actually going to multiply. I'm going to try to relate this to what I did yesterday. Yesterday, when we were multiplying, we practiced multiplying things that looked like 95 times 8. So I'm going to start with that piece first. We're going to go 1 times 1s and 1s times 10s, or 8 times 5, then 8 times 9. And if we need to, we're going to regroup and add after we multiply. So let's start. When I see the number 8 times 5, I think to myself, 8 times 5 is 40. So I write my 0 and I carry my 4. I like to put a little adding symbol and a circle around it. That way I know that that is the piece that's going to be added in. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply 8 times 9. And 8 groups of 9 is 72. And if I add in 4 more, that's 73, 74, 75, 76. So that gives me 76. And so my first partial product number is 760. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cross out this number that I carried because I've already used it. I don't want to reuse it. I'm going to cross out the 8 because I'm done multiplying by the number 8. And then I'm going to put this 0 down. I'm going to put this 0 down because multiplying by 5 is way easier than multiplying by 50. If I had to sit here and multiply by 50, that would be much harder to do in my head. And remember, using the algorithm means we want to be more efficient. So we're going to put our 0 placeholder down and treat this number like 5. And then we're going to multiply 5 times 5 and then 5 times 9. Let's start. 5 times 5 is 25. So just like before, we write the 5 because it's in the ones place. We carry the 2 to the very next digit. We're going to multiply 5 times 9 and get 45. And then we have to add in these two numbers to get 47. My second partial product is 4,750. Now that I have those two partial products, my final thing is to add. So we stack it and we add. 0, 5 plus 6 is 11. 7 and 7 makes 14, plus 1 more makes 15. And 1 plus 4 is 5. I'm going to put my comma there. Now when I relate it back to my estimate, are these two numbers close? They're very close. We're only about 500 off. And the main reason we're 500 off is because When we rounded this to 100, we rounded it up 5 groups of 58. That's a lot. And so 5 groups of 58, or 5 groups of that number, will add up over time, and that is why we have such a large difference here. But this is a reasonable answer. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video and record number 2. I'll see you back for 29 times 79.